This is Omar Ahmed for IFL TV in association with MTK Global in the west coast of America, Los Angeles. Headlining two YouTubers joined by Josh Denzel. Should it be happening, Josh?
Yeah, of course it should be. Like, you know what I mean? It's a boxing fight, and they've both turned professional. Like, if you saw their first fight, like, I guess if you're a hardcore boxing fan, you think it's a bit of a circus. Really, it's like a white collar fight. But you can't say like these lot can't do it, and then you know your mate down the pub who wants to have a scrap and goes on a white collar show. He's like, you're banned him from boxing. Like, what's the difference? I mean, the difference is that these guys have got millions and millions and millions of followers, and they're like, you know, the biggest celebrities on the internet. You know, it's a different world. Like, kind of your hardcore boxing fan don't really watch KSI do YouTube videos with footballers and kind of do pranks and stuff like that, or Logan Paul. I mean, they're both divisive characters, and do you know what I mean, there's a story to tell. They don't like each other. They've both been training. I mean, if you watch their videos, they've both been training seriously hard. They've been taking the sport seriously. So I can't see why you wouldn't do it, but I get why it annoys some people, especially when you got like people like Billy Joe on the undercard. Do you know what I mean? It's weird that like the standard of boxing is going to go down as you go up the card. So it's weird to get your head around.
Josh, are you running away from me? I feel like you're going further back.
I'm coming in.
No, you're good now. Okay, so yeah, you can see why two world champions. I know Devin Haney has just been handed a world title. Would be, but they're not annoyed about it. To be fair, they're loving it.
They want to shine. Do you know what I mean? And they've openly come out and said, "Why not jump on the bandwagon? Like, this is an opportunity. Like, if you think about the amount of eyeballs on this, you know what I mean? There'll probably be as many eyeballs on this as there was like for the AJ Ruiz fight. So you're thinking, right, if I've got sponsors, if I'm trying to make some money, if I'm getting a cut at a pay-per-view, why would you not want to be involved in the biggest show? Would you rather, do you know what I mean, have a load of world champions fight at York Hall? I'm running away, and do you want me to hold it? You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be so many people. There could be 24,000 in the stadium. There's going to be millions watching at home. Like, it is a massive platform. And like, if that comes at the cost of fighting, do you know what I mean, before two YouTubers, like, why not? What's the real problem? I think say it's like probably disrespecting the sport, but I think the guys that are involved in this card understand what it can do for them commercially and in terms of getting their reach out there.
Good for you guys at JD.
It's not bad, JD for JD. You know, it's working for me. I get a trip to LA, can't complain. You know, I wasn't in Vegas for the Canelo fight, but this will be alright. This will be good fun.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of JD though, the numbers from this week and your own Instagram, I'm sure you'll be doing work on there, should just blow really.
Yeah, no, like this is tracking to do better numbers than the last two AJ fights. Like, that is what's wild. There is a demand for this, and if you look at it, like, it might not be your 30-year-old, 40-year-old, 50-year-old geezer who loves his boxing and likes it how it is. These are the kids coming through now. The kids who are watching boxing, getting into the sport, who might, you know, have gone over to MMA. You know what I mean? They might be watching the UFC or Bellator or whatever it may be. Now they're going, oh, do you know what? My favourite YouTubers are fighting. I'm into boxing now. And if it gets them, imagine if it gets them, like, you get 1 million people, you know, watching a IFL video or a Matchroom video or whoever, or a Sky video of like their two favourite YouTubers, and they're in a YouTube reel, and suddenly they're learning about all the greats. I mean, then they start watching Mike Tyson and start watching all the rest of them. So,
well, listen, if that happens, we're not sure whether that will happen, but if that happens, then I don't think anyone can complain.
Yeah, if you bring in a whole new demographic of people coming into who love the sport and are going to be advocates of the sport, why not? Like, the numbers are crazy. It's only, like, it's sensible to think that like those people who come and watch this fight, it might be their first ever boxing fight that they're watching, will then go on and start to go, hang on a minute, I've got an interest in the game now. Like, I love it. Like, that's how you start. We all remember the one fight that kind of got us into boxing.
What was it for you?
You know what? It was probably Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson. Yeah. That was the first fight that I was allowed to, like... Yeah, I know, but it was the first fight I was allowed to say, because my dad was watching it, and he was like, all right, you can sit there and shut up and don't say anything. And don't tell your mum. That was it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right, the main reason I wanted to grab you, could we have a Love Island card?
Could we have
An ex-Love Island.
An ex-Love Island? Yeah, you know what? I think it'd be quite funny. You know, and people don't know, but Wes, my mate Wes, who's on my series, he's like 25-0. He fights, does MMA and kickboxing and stuff like that. Yeah, you know, it's like semi-pro, but it's still, you know what I mean, loves his fighting, loves his boxing. Jack Fincham, I think he's going to try and turn over and go well. He had 25 wins, 8 losses in amateur record. There's a lot of people who love boxing who you know what I mean, who go on Love Island. I wouldn't fight any of them two. I fight someone who's a little bit smaller than me, which is hard to find. But yeah, if I had, who would I call out? That's the question. Who would I want to fight?
Any season.
Any season. Wow. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind fighting Jack Fowler just because.
Ooh, tall though he is,
he's
very tall.
But he probably weighs that same as me. I feel like I'd have to kind of, which is not ideal. Probably Jack Fowler. I like him. It'd be like a friend's fighting. But who do I not like? Who do I not like? This is a good question. I'm definitely not fighting Alex Bowen because I like him and he's about 17 feet tall. No Adam Collard, he's about 6'5".
You might be calling out Tommy.
No, ain't. Do you know what? Yeah, me and Tommy will have a little scrap. I reckon. Yeah, go on.
Oh, you're a brave man, Josh.
I like him, but it do good numbers.
Fair play. Calling out a Fury. I can't fault you on that.
I'll be team AJ, and then he can be team Fury. I'll have AJ in my corner. He can have Tyson.
All right, sorted in. Tommy Fury v Josh Denzel. I wouldn't recommend that personally to you, but good luck, mate.
Do you know what I mean? It'd be like aim for the stars, mate. Do you know what I mean? If I think it'll be probably a little bit like Ruiz beating AJ if I beat him.
On that note, Josh Denzel, thanks for your time here on IFL, and we look forward to an interesting fight week, something different.
Yeah, very different fight week. I'd say to all the boxing fans, be open to it. Like there is a lot of histrionics and a lot of nonsense that goes around it. We see the press conference, but beyond that, it's still a fight between two people. It's still in the same ring. Then probably
That'll be Tommy Fury, won't he, after your fight?
Mate, you know what I mean? Tommy, mate, if you want it, mate, I'm here. Just look past the nonsense. At the end of the day, it's still a fight between two people who love the sport.
Okay. Thank you, Josh. Cheers, mate.